Hello friends, my name is Nitish and in this video we are going to see list in Python with some of the basics Python programming. So let's begin it. In our first program, we are going to take the difference of the two lists. So first we'll take the input size of the lists and then we'll enter the size of the enter the elements of the first list and enter the element of the second list, and then going through the element of the first list will subtract subtract the element of the second list and append it to a third list. And let's run and see how it works. I'll give the size as 3. First element will be 10, 13. And the value of second list will be 5, 15, 25. So the difference will be 5, 5 and 5. Let's see the second program. In second program, we'll be taking the size of a list and we'll enter the elements of that list. Then we'll take the size of the index list. In this index list, we'll be storing the index of those elements which we want to remove, and then we'll be iterating through this second list, and using pop function we'll be removing them from the first list. So after removing the first element, the index of the element will be changed. Let's run and see how it works. Let's say the size is 3, the elements are 11, 12, 13. We give size as 1 and index as 2. So the element will be 11 and 12 because the second indexing start from 0, so 0, 1 and 2. So the second index value, that is 13, is removed. In this program we are using list comprehension. So first we'll create a list A of 0 of size 6. This is a 3 by 3 matrix. Here we'll be storing the marks of 6 subjects for 3 internal for 3 semester. So first we'll create a list of 3 by 3. Then we'll be creating a for loop for semester in range of 3. This is the outermost loop. Then inside the nested loop we'll be going for the internals, and inside that we'll be getting the marks. We'll take it as input, and in that 3D list we'll be assigning the marks. I won't execute this program because this will be very big and we have to give input for 54 elements. Here I am using this pprint package to print in a format way. In this program we'll be creating two lists. In the first list we'll be appending the square from element from 1 to 30 because in the range the last element is not included. So we'll be calculating the square of from first 30 elements and displaying the square of first 5 elements and the last 5 elements. So for that we'll be appending the squares which are stored in the first list in list 1. We'll run and see how it works. So first we'll generate from 1 to 900 the squares, and then we'll be generating a second list which will be containing the square of the first 5 and the last 5 elements. In our next example we'll be using iterator pools and permutations. Iterator pool from permutation to generate the permutation of a list. So let's say we'll run it and see. See, here if we give a size of 3, it will take the first 3 elements and generate all the possible iteration of it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3, like that. It is very simple. We have to import this permutation iterator pulls from the permutation package. Then we'll be using this permutation function in the range of 1 to 4. This 4 will not be included, so the number will be taken from 1, 2 and 3, and then this will be added to the list, and then with the printing the list. In this program I have taken a list of characters and will join it to form a string. So first we'll initialize the empty string and a list of characters. Then using join function we can join the characters in a list to form a string. As I run it, the string will be printed as concept1. In the next program I have a list which is having some elements. We have to count the frequency of each element. Like the frequency of 1 is 2, 3 is 2, 4 is 1, 2 is 1 and 5 is 1. So first using a list comprehension will create false for all the elements of the visit, and it will be created for the length of this list. So for each element the visit will be false. Then we'll be iterating through the elements from start to end minus 1. If the visit of that element is true, we'll move to the next element. Otherwise, we'll initialize the count as 1. We'll go another loop from the next element to length minus 1, and check whether the adjacent elements are same. If it is same, we'll increase the visit of the next element as true and increase the count. So let's run and see. As I told you, the frequency of each element will be displayed. Like for the frequency of 1 is 2, 3 is 2, 4 is 1, 2 is 1 and 5 is 1. In this program, we'll be removing the duplicate elements from a list. For this, we are using a very simple concept. We'll be iterating through all the elements of the list, and all the unique element will be stored in another list. So since I is repeated twice, so I already exist in C1 after the second iteration. So at the time of fourth iteration, I will not be included in C and will get a list of unique characters, as you can see in the output. In the last program, we'll be generating 50 random number using this random package. We can import the random package and call the function random.randrange of 50. So we can give a random range using randrange function to generate random number in range of 50. So here you can see here it generated 50 random numbers. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.